Okay, so I wanted to do a video just basically going over everything we have coming to the game today, and then there was one thing in particular that I also wanted to mention that looks pretty interesting that is not coming today, but it's an announcement for something coming soon. So just for reference, I am on the dblegends.net website. This is page 4. There are 4 pages of news announcements that were released just today. This is probably the single most jam-packed off week. I call weeks that don't feature new banners basically off weeks. This is probably the most content jammed off week we've ever seen. So just to quickly go through what we're getting, we have obviously new manga volumes you can collect as part of the 40th anniversary campaign. I think they updated the tag battle event, so you can now, I think, get more rewards from this. I haven't actually looked at this. What did they update here? Oh, there's actually new medals. Okay, thank God there's slot removers. So this is basically taking the place of a raid. So yeah, there's another coin you can get from this, which is nice. We'll get to that in a second. Ultra Space Time Rush is resetting today. There's new card illustrations you can get for the manga celebration. This is one thing I wanted to talk about. So we got news of this, I think this was about a month or a month and a half ago or something, but there are changes coming to the Tournament of Power. As you guys know, if we actually put up the new characters, the 40th anniversary characters, notice how there's no Tournament of Power abilities, right? None. This is what they're going to be doing here. Starting with these character releases, there's no longer going to be Tournament of Power specific character abilities. They're just getting rid of that mechanic overall. We have some news here. Here's more information about the Tournament of Power update. Leagues after the update. The Tournament of Power currently takes place in 5 leagues. ZSABC, it will be changed to a 3-league system, A, B, and C. With this change, all players will begin playing in C League. League up rewards will also be available, and even if they have been received previously, that's good, they're resetting the rewards. Z missions that required reaching certain leagues will also be discontinued. Okay. Post-update rewards. Rewards acquired through the Tournament of Power will also be adjusted. Ranking rewards until now resulted in a very small portion of players receiving a large amount of rewards, while many could not receive any rewards. To address this, we will make adjustments so that more players can receive ranking rewards. Clear rewards and missions available through play will also be discontinued. These rewards will be made available in other battle content. Okay, so it sounds good. This is usually what happens with this game. It sounds good, what they say in theory. Let's wait to see how it actually plays out in practice. But this sounds good, right? More players getting rewards sounds good. On Ultra, Half Corrupted Fusions Zamasu was released. This was the last character with Tournament of Power abilities, and new characters who appear in the future will not have Tournament of Power abilities upon being added. Yeah, and we saw that with the 40th anniversary characters. And yeah, this is also stuff that they posted prior. So, okay, so they're changing the leagues and the reward structure of the Tournament of Power, which, again, it sounds good on paper, but let's see how it actually plays out here. Okay, so that was page 4. Let's go back to page 3, and we'll just go in reverse order here. We have the equipment for LF Kid Goku. Oh, wait, are they refreshing the other... The other Ultra Space Time Rush might be refreshed too. I don't know, but this one is definitely getting refreshed. This one looks interesting. I'll probably do a separate video on this. Legends Trailer Maker. As a lead into the Legends Festival, you can use Legends assets to create your own original trailer on the Legends Character Trailer Maker site. Make your own original trailer online by selecting music, animations, and illustrations from Legends with the Legends Character Trailer Maker. The possibilities are endless. And then it says there's also an ongoing campaign to get CC. So yeah, we will do a video on this. This sounds pretty cool. I mean, you guys probably know the characters I'm going to pick for that. There is a World Championship prediction campaign. I have not even looked at these questions. I guess we could take a look here. What does it say? The period for this is very short, by the way. So as a public service announcement, make sure you do this within the next 2 days, because this is only up for 2 days. And I believe you have to actually go through this in the app itself. If we see here, visit the URL below and predict various results from the 3rd stage battles. Okay, yeah, it's not loading. Give me a second here. Okay, yeah, you probably have to go through the app to get to that URL, because that's why it wasn't loading. But let's see what we have for the questions. So question 1, in the 3rd stage, which element will be deployed the most? Green, red. I mean, it's red. The answer is red. In the 3rd stage, which supporter will be deployed the most? The answer is Dende, just because he's the supporter everybody has the most, and also against the best team in the game, which is Powerful Opponent, the only supporter that really has any effect is Dende, so the answer is Dende. In the third stage, which character will be deployed the most? Green 40th anniversary Goku, green 21, or purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku? The answer's got to be this Goku. The answer's definitely not 21. It would be either this Goku or the Super Saiyan 3. I'd pick Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I think GT is really good. This team is also good, but I think many people are probably not going to summon for this guy. In the third stage, which character tag will be deployed the most? Rival Universe, Super Warrior, or Ginyu Force? It's probably Rival Universe. It's probably Rival Universe. I mean, no one's using Super Warriors besides... Like, Krillin is the only Super Warrior. I mean, I guess the question is, do we think people are going to be using the Frieza Saga team with Krillin on it? The Ginyu Force has no shot. Okay. Super Warrior, I would say probably is going to be... Yeah, maybe it is Super Warrior just because of Krillin, huh? That red Frieza Saga Krillin. I don't know how many people are still running that pure Frieza Saga team, though, with Krillin. Because Krillin isn't nearly as effective anymore because of 13. I don't know. Because the only Rival Universe character that you're really going to see would be like Ultra Hit or Kefla. No, actually, yeah, that's it. Because UI Goku's obviously not Rival Universe. I would say Super Warrior, actually. It's close. This is a close one. Ginyu Force has no chance. It's either Rival... I would say Super Warrior. I actually think I would go Super Warrior. And then this is the last question. What percentage of the third stage matches will go to all 3 battles? This is impossible to say. Because it's intervals of 10%. Less than 10%, 10 to 20%, 20 to 30%, 30 to 40%, and then 90% or more. I would say the answer to this is probably 40 to 50. I would say it's going to be slightly less than half matches go to all 3 battles, I would say. I would go with 40 to 50 on this one. So those are my answers to this survey here for the prediction campaign. Okay, we can cross out this. Okay, here is the thing I wanted to bring up here and talk about. Changes to training coming in a version update plan for November. If you guys remember back to when they first announced they were getting rid of the Soul Boost system, there were a lot of videos I made talking about that change. And one of the things that I talked about was I don't see the reason behind why we need to have training in the game. Training and the soul boosting system really are one and the same. Soul boosting, all it did was it basically just created an additional barrier to entry for newer players or returning players who have a bunch of characters they needed to soul boost. And it essentially just served as kind of like a, almost like a well of chrono crystals for that mission that you could just like repeatedly do over and over again. It was like unlocking the soul boost missions, the soul boost panels. But the actual function of the system itself, the soul boosting system, was for the most part, it was obsolete 7 years into the game. And I feel the same thing could be said about training. And actually, this is something that I've mentioned about Dokkan as well, is Dokkan's, not even just training in Dokkan, but also like just Dokkan Awakening as a function itself is also very outdated. But this is something that doesn't really need to exist in Legends. So, I mean, they could just, and again, I was talking about this back in April, they could just delete training from the game. I don't see why it needs to exist. So it looks like that's probably what they're doing here. Thank you for your continued support of Dragon Ball Legends. We are planning a large-scale update for November. Okay, so this is big news, because we didn't even know this. There is going to be a big update coming this month. That could have some major implications for Legends Fest. Maybe it introduces new mechanics. Who knows, right? I mean, I don't think it's going to be as large-scale as like the dynamic area battle system was, but we do at least know for sure that there is a large update coming to November. This announcement will provide an overview of the training overhaul coming as part of that update. So this is not everything in this update, it's just part of it. Effects of training overhaul. With the greatly increased number of characters, leveling up characters has become a major burden, especially for new players. Literally exactly what I said. Or players who have returned to the game after a Okay, they're copying me. The following changes will be made to lessen that burden. Changes. Existing training grounds will be eliminated, and training items can now be selected to level up a chosen character. Training time will also be eliminated, and characters will immediately level up. Due to these changes, when the major update in November occurs, characters who are in training or who have yet to receive their results will have that training status canceled. Please make sure to receive training results prior to the large-scale update maintenance schedule for November. Furthermore, train X times and other training-related missions will also come to an end. So yeah, you should do these before this gets removed. So it looks like character levels are not going to be removed. They're just removing the training function from the game. I think they could go as far as to just remove character levels from the game. I don't see why levels need to even exist. But this is a good step in the right direction because it eliminates some garbage aspect of the game, right? There's a lot of just fluff in the game. I'm not saying like training is a garbage feature and that it's like bad for the game, but it's just unnecessary clutter that we don't need in the game. And I think that's one of the reasons why they decided to remove soul boosting back in April, right? So yeah, I mean, this is good. But the big takeaway from this isn't even the training thing. It's just the fact that we are getting a major update in November. And if I had to look into and predict when this would happen, this is definitely, I think, something that probably would happen on the 19th, right? The 19th is the final weekly reset day that we're getting before Legends Fest starts. And actually, in fact, the next day, the 20th, is when the Legends Fest characters are going to be announced. I don't expect to actually receive any new content, new characters, Zenkai's, equips, anything on the 19th, because that will kind of be the setup for Legends Fest. So I think we'll probably see an announcement for maintenance coming. It'll be game-wide, like 10-hour maintenance, most likely, for the 19th. And then the entire game will be down for a long time. And then the 19th, right around normal reset time, I would expect that the game will get its actual update. And we'll see what's part of the update. But yeah, this is interesting because we didn't actually know that there was going to be a major update until now, which is something that they've tended to tell us a little bit earlier recently, but we didn't know this. So this is actually pretty big information here. Okay. There's this new event, Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary Campaign Dramatic Battle. I don't think this was here already. Was this already in the game? It's just, yeah, it's just like, okay, and getting tickets and stuff like this. Okay, sure. Legends Festival Countdown. Is this like the celebration itself? Collect countdown medals. Yeah, you guys remember these question mark medals? Yep. It's just exchange stuff. You could do Legends Festival Countdown present. Log in during the event to receive a present each day. Get a variety of presents each day, like summon tickets usable in a summon plan for the beginning of the festival. There's titles, special missions. This is the PvP season, choice battle, adventures. Yeah, standard stuff here. All right, that's page 3. Move over to page 2. A lot of this is going to be rehashing what we just looked at. New tier list. We'll talk about that in a second as well. Festival robots. There's a new co-op season, which goes until the 26th, actually, which, yeah, I actually think that's pretty standard for recent big celebrations. It goes until the week after the festival starts. Yeah, that's probably in line with what we've seen. The new free-to-play Goten, who looks really bad, but sure. Choice battle, Zenkai for purple, Vegito blue. We have the adventures here. Let's go back to the first page now. We have a start dash pack for newer players. Ultra Majin Vegeta is back. Limit Break is back. New story is here. New Tournament of Power season. And then we have this. Let me just check there's nothing in here to look at. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Okay, so let's just push this away. There is something pretty interesting here that I did want to show. So as you guys know, they did mention in the Legends information, they were going to be placing the DB characters, tag DB characters, in higher boost tiers in PvP. They mentioned featured tier, they mentioned S tier, but we didn't know which characters were going into which tiers. Now we know, okay? We now know. This season is all about the Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary Campaign. Tag DB characters get buffs in this special season. Fight with characters from the beginnings of Dragon Ball to be victorious in battle. And what does this say? To improve game balance, adjustments to combo scaling, and more are planned for this season. We appreciate your... What does this mean? Huh? I actually didn't even see this. To improve game balance, adjustments to combo scaling, and more are planned for this season? You know what this probably is? Hold on. we're probably getting a battle system update here. When we get this large scale update for November, this is probably going to be a new battle system. Because this season goes through the 21st, which is literally, this is like right as the data download for Legends Fest Part 1 hits. But I think this large update will happen on the 19th, which technically is in the middle of the season. So I think this is what they're talking about. So it sounds like probably on the 19th, we will be getting a battle system change. That at least one of the aspects of is adjusting combo scaling. Huh. Okay, I actually didn't even notice this. Tiers A through B tag DB characters have been changed to tier S. Kid Goku featured. Look at this. You guys ready for this? Watch this. Jackie Chun Tambourine Demon King Piccolo in S tier. And I guess Cyborg Tao in S tier actually, yeah, could be interesting as well. Just for reference. Okay, just for reference. S tier is 80% damage inflicted and 50% damage guard. I will be doing individual videos on all three of these guys being an S tier. Tambourine's blue card is going to be annihilating people. Oh my god. And then we have boost characters. So the 2 new characters appearing in the Dragon Ball 40th Anniversary Summon will be added to the list of boost bonus characters. So you get more RP with these guys in your team. This is what they did with the Zamasu characters, but kind of interesting here. I don't know if you're going to be running the free-to-play Goten, regardless of if he's on the boost or not. But yeah, that's what we're going to be getting here for... wait. Yeah, no, the Proud thing. Did they change this? No, they didn't change it. Yeah, I mean, we are getting quite the update today. There's a lot of stuff coming, and then now we know there's going to be a massive app update this month, and it sounds like there's going to be a battle system change as well. Training is being removed. Okay, I think things look pretty good. We are off on an adventure here. It really does feel like they're calling this the Festival Countdown Duel. This entire celebration is being called like the Countdown to Legends Fest celebration. It really does feel like we have started the countdown for Legends Fest, and things are getting pretty exciting. So let me know what you guys think about all of the stuff we talked about here. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.